If you continue to be stuck in your soft girl era, lazy girl era, waiting for everybody else to take the lead, who's gonna stand up for you? Who's gonna stand up for us? Who's gonna stand up for our rights? Who's gonna stand up for your daughters, your nieces, whatever, the next generation of women? Who's gonna stand up for them? Soft girl era is making you lazy, and I'm gonna tell you exactly why. At the end of this video, you're going to wake up to the reality of how the idea of soft girl era or being your feminine energy is pushed onto you so that society can go back to the way it was, to controlling women and to making them vulnerable and weak enough to go back to the way things were. They don't want you to be on top. They don't want you to achieve things. They don't want you to have a life of your own. They don't want you to be powerful and independent. And hearing this, if you feel triggered, if you love soft girl era, please stay calm. I used to love the aesthetic too, but believe me, by the end of this video, you're going to thank the universe for bringing you this video, and hopefully you will cut to the chase. Get to the end of your soft girl era, the feminine energy bullshit era, and get back to achieving those goals and dreams you have. I'm going to be brutally honest. I'm here to unleash it all on you, just as I unleashed it all on me when I was in that bullshit era. Okay, we're gonna be motivated together. We're gonna be positive. We're gonna be ready to get to work at the end. Okay, and look, I have no issues with soft girl era or lazy girl era or feminine energy or whatever they keep pushing on us. I lived all of that. There are advantages to it. For a while it was fun and nice for me as long as it lasted, but then you can't achieve shit in the meantime, and it's like stagnant and lazy. Like, what about your calling? Do you have a calling? I have multiple callings. I have dreams. I have goals. I have to-do lists so that I can achieve those goals in my lifetime. You know, I am proud to be working on myself and my goals every single day. If you're new here, I'm a writer. I write stories, I write essays, I have a podcast called A Screenwriter's Secret Diary. I am writing multiple books in the science fiction and fantasy genres, which, by the way, science fiction is a very male-dominated space. So I'm literally pushing through all the barriers to get into that space. Like, it's not easy. Every producer, who are all male, by the way, and when I pitch my woman empowerment sci-fi movies and shows, they look at me like, what are you doing here? Go write romance, rom-com or whatever. So if I continued to be in the soft girl era, I wouldn't have achieved anything I've achieved so far. That's why I'm so angry that they keep trying to push this onto us. Like, every time you open this app, there's soft girl era, soft girl energy, feminine energy, being your feminine. Like, they push this onto you and get you to trust them and shit. That's so messed up, and it's time for us to all collectively wake the fuck up. What is soft girl era? Soft girl era is a popular aesthetic and a trend that's meant to inspire a lifestyle of being a soft girl, being in your feminine energy. We have fashion, makeup, behavior, these little ASMR soft girl era morning routine, self-care routine, those insanely long soft girl era haircade day aesthetic with a ton of products that you don't need, right? There's also soft behavior, letting men open the door, getting treated like a princess, which is great, by the way. I love that. No hate, girl. You know, you deserve it. And I also want to say this is not coming from a place of jealousy. I've been in a relationship for many years with a great man who treats me like that when I want to be treated that way. So yeah, just to put that out there. And specifically, this fashion style of soft girl era includes the pastel color palette, flower patterns on clothes, oversized tops sometimes, skirts, cute accessories, these aesthetic hair clips you see on TikTok, and the organized videos that have this pink aesthetic to it. Makeup is usually natural, strawberry, what is it called? Hailey Bieber makeup was a big thing there. Subtle eye makeup, very little eye makeup really. It's a glowy makeup in general, right? Glowy, they say glow up, and they try to make you feel small by thinking like, I have to have a glow up, everyone is having it, why not me? And then there's behavior, like we said, letting men do the thing, letting others treat you like a princess, and emphasis on princess, not a queen, right? Queen is for women who are doing stuff, achieving their goals. They are go-getters. They're getting shit done. But princess treatment is like, I'm sitting down and relaxing and you're treating me like I'm the princess. That's at least my observation. Anyways, they basically market being sensitive, expressing emotions, but only good emotions. Not the bad ones, not the angry ones. Like love, cuteness, whatever. They push this love for cute and comfy things. There's the kawaii aesthetic too, by the way, which I hope I pronounced right. But hey, I'm a gamer girl too, and I've been exposed to the soft girl aesthetic on the gamer side, and the kawaii aesthetic is also giving soft girl vibe. Most of them do it for the attention. Sorry to say this, but specifically male attention. Again, not all of them. Don't get me wrong, but some. So moving on, there's a gentle, relaxing vibe to soft girl era. There's some matcha and iced latte involved, which I love them too, but while working, not while chilling. Anyways, the aesthetic of it all is hearts, clouds, cutesy stuff, dreamy vibes. Let's quickly search soft girl era on TikTok and see what comes up.
You don't party, you don't do all this crazy stuff. Like, you're in your 20s, like, go live and be free.
I've been working on being in my soft girl era for the last 2 years, and honestly, I love it.
Are you down for this? If I was a girl in a book, this would all be so easy. Just give up the world happily. You go down just like Holy Mary.
The issue with soft girl era. Well, the biggest negative of the soft girl era movement is, unfortunately, it became a thing that reinforces gender roles a lot. I'm someone who thinks people should do whatever the heck they want to do. I hate pushing opinions or lifestyle on others. If a married couple wants to do traditional gender roles, that's their choice, as long as it's consensual and both sides are happy. I have no issue with it. Freedom above all. Freedom of choice is the most important thing to me, and soft girl era is literally there to reinforce those gender roles and gender stereotypes that we grew up hating. Women belong in the kitchen, right? That's what they said all the time. Slowly, that's where we're circling back to with the soft girl era. The messages of soft girl era are like, women need men to take care of them. Women need to be taken care of. Women can't travel alone. Women can't make plans. Women belong in the passenger seat. These are the messages we're getting through these soft girl era videos. That's so dangerous to put out in masses on all social media platforms. Honestly, the more I dive deep into soft girl era, the more I'm wondering if the original founder of this trend was a man. I'm sure he didn't call it soft girl era. It probably was packaged later into that soft girl era aesthetic so it can be more appealing to women and masses. But hey, just a theory. Let me know if you know something about where this aesthetic comes from. But continuing on with the negatives, soft girl era is literally causing the loss of autonomy, and it makes women depend too much on others. They start to rely heavily on men and on others for making their own decisions and solving their problems. They want to be led all the time. The princess treatment, right? We talked about it. This lack of using your brain. Sorry. But you want to be led. You want to be stupid. You want someone else to show you the way. You're not using your brain. This extreme vulnerability, increased dependency makes these women more vulnerable to manipulation or control by others, or by belief systems and other things like that. It's so sad. Like, stop getting influenced by that shit. And then they don't even grow as a person at the end. You don't have goals. You just think soft girl era. I don't have to go after my dreams or goals. I can just chill or whatever. This very soft, non-ambitious lifestyle, which sure, some people can have, but pushing this lifestyle onto others, or like on teenager girls, you're discouraging personal and professional development. You're discouraging them from wanting things in life other than a man, marriage, or kids. That's so dangerous. That's preparing ground for no woman in power in the future. And also, because you're not doing anything, you're not changing tires. Funny example, but you're not doing anything. you're not developing any skills. So then men tell you women can't survive if all men were on earth were to disappear one day. Well, yeah, if all women were in their soft girl era, they fucking can't survive because they're not developing any skills. There's no taking on challenges or responsibilities, so no life skills developed. Do you really want that for yourself? If you continue down this path, soon you won't have any confidence in yourself. Over time, you're just gonna seek validation from other people, probably men, considering this is more of a straight trend, right? So you're just making the other person to take care of you at all times. You're relying heavily on the other person to take care of everything, which creates this imbalance in relationships too. One person takes all the stress and responsibilities while you're in your soft girl era. I think that's just hurtful, not only for the individual, but also for the other person who has to shoulder everything, because the woman who is more than capable of being a fully functioning adult human being has decided to be in their soft girl era permanently. So these are all the issues I can come up with about soft girl era at the moment. Let me know if you have any other issues you think of. I'd love to read your comments. And I want to say, as much as I'm shitting on soft girl era, embracing this soft, gentle approach to life can be empowering for some of us. But I think it's super important to balance this with personal goals and balance this with relying on yourself, believing in yourself, and improving yourself, and also deciding for yourself when you have to. So now I'm going to tell you why soft girl era is a scam. Pay attention, these are my genuine findings and realizations. So why is it a scam? Well, for starters, the soft girl era creators themselves are not in their soft girl era. They're just trying to make a quick buck from influencing you to buy their product or shop from those Amazon affiliate links or Amazon lists where they earn commissions. They act like you can't have a soft girl self-care day without all those products. You have to have a very pretty but simple lamp or pens to organize your day. I don't know what you're organizing though, because I thought you were in your soft girl era. And there's also the journals, of course, manifesting journals, which I'm all for manifesting, by the way, but not while you're sleeping on bed and just manifesting from your bed or from your couch. Like, that's not how things work. You have to do the work to manifest that thing. Anyways, we'll have to make a video about that too if you comment and remind me, please. But journals, notebooks, cute pens, skincare, and organizers, whatever, soft girl era aesthetic sells those things and makes them more money. That's how it works. So they're essentially a business doing business tactics. So these girls or women who claim to be in their feminine energy era, soft girl era, or I'm being treated like a princess, look at me era, they're working non-stop to make these videos so they can influence you. So back to how I started this section. The soft girl era creators themselves are not in their soft girl era. They're in their working girl boss bitch era. I woke up to this fact after I became a creator myself. I realized that it takes a lot out of you to film a TikTok video, Instagram reel, make photo text content, and showing your aesthetic, showing yourself around your cutesy home. It also takes a lot out of you to make that aesthetic happen in your home. Then you have to set up the lights, set up the camera, edit them for literally hours and hours, do a voiceover, unless someone else is doing all that for them and they're just being in front of the camera chilling or whatever. Unless that's the case, you know, they are not in their soft girl era. If they were, they wouldn't be filming those videos and working all the time to sell you the lifestyle, hence sell you those products. So while overglamorizing laziness, not having a sense of responsibility or decision-making capability, not working towards a goal, and glamorizing not having a sense of purpose or goal in life, they're out there making big buck from you guys. And that's just not cool. And I want to talk a bit more about over-glamorizing laziness. Don't get me wrong here. I get that soft girl era thing is a bit like self-care, self-love, healing type of an era. And I actually love that. There are people who embrace soft productivity over harsh productivity, which I sometimes do too. It depends on the day. Not always, because then I'm just lazy. But this approach, the soft girl era approach, for too long can quickly turn into scrolling in bed in the mornings, being lazy, putting your comfort zone above everything else. You never challenge yourself, you never get out of your comfort zone, and then you're just stuck being the same. Then what's the point? If you don't improve, if you don't learn, if you don't grow, then seriously, what's the point of life? Being a human means going through this experience of life, the experience of ups and downs, and actually growing, learning to depend on yourself at the end of the day. The only constant is change. That's a quote from a Greek philosopher, and I really do believe that. And the over-pushing, over-consumption of soft girl era is actually inspiring this idea of being same all the time, being stuck, and just letting everyone else do things for you while you don't learn, you sit, you just chill. If you want to do that, do that. If not, let's continue. How to get out of your lazy girl era. I hate these videos that talk about how to get out of your lazy girl era, and they all start with their cutesy decorations, making their bed, putting on a lot of skincare, like taking a very long shower, makeup and hair and blah blah. Like, you're doing the same thing. I see you. You're marketing those products and that aesthetic again to make money and sell stuff. It shows, babe. It shows. Sure, making your bed and getting ready for the day might help. You don't want to be in your PJs all day, but also sometimes I get shit done faster if I'm in my pajamas. If I get out of bed quickly, bed is not made, I walk my dog very quickly, and then I just sit there with my pajamas writing all day. So what happened? I wrote 3 chapters of my book in one day. Wow. And I didn't have to do any of that, like making my bed, doing my skincare, 50-step bath routine, cleaning the home. Seriously, what's with getting up and cleaning your home so that you can get out of being lazy? I mean, if your set and agreed responsibility at home is to clean the home and you haven't been doing that, I get that. Yeah, that's how you get out of the lazy girl era. But if you have to get some work done and you start by cleaning, you're gonna be tired by the time you start to actually do the work. So ignore all those influencers, guys. Ignore all those who have been trying to influence you and trick you into buying things that you don't need. And pay attention to what I'm about to say. The trick to get out of the lazy girl era or soft girl era is to get up and get out. Put on your clothes, get your laptop or iPad or whatever it is you have to work on, pack those things up and get out of the house. Change your environment. Be alone at a coffee shop. Be alone at some place, okay? And also make plans. Have somewhere to be at. You have to move constantly if you want to get out of that lazy era and comfort zone era quickly. That's all you have to do, okay? That's my only tip for you. And also stop believing, stop getting influenced by everything you see online. They are trying to make money by trying to make you believe in something that is not true. Oh, I'm slow, I'll take it at my pace, I'm in my soft girl era, I'm gonna go with the flow. Babes, believe me, I tried. It makes you so slow that the flow that was supposed to be a normal pace becomes 200 times more slower. Then you're in a rut. You can't get up. You want to just numb yourself, watch some shows, do things that you enjoy and do nothing else. You can't even go work out. You just don't want to do anything. It's terrible. And those people who are trying to sell you the idea of soft girl era, lazy girl era, slow girl, whatever it is era, remember that they put hours into making those videos. Even one video takes forever to make. And if you see a product in there, if you see commissions, or if you see an Amazon storefront, that video is made to influence you to buy from that creator. They're not in their soft girl era. They're in their creator, work, babe, boss, bitch era. Remember that. So before we end this, I want to show you one thing I like about soft girl era. I know it's off topic because we're shitting on it, But honestly, I'm someone who looks at topics from different perspectives. I don't lose myself on one side too much. I research both and find something in both sides, and I form my own opinion, which we should all do, by the way. Like individually, we have to do this. And once we do that, we have to come to a middle ground in society. So that's how things should be, in my opinion. But yeah, that's a big thing about me. So just to note that there are some things that I like. And let's see. And in another video, this one girl, I couldn't find her video, but she says, I'm so happy that I finally found my calm self in my soft girl era. I've been always like, wow, she literally does that, masculine, go get it type. Now I can just sit back and watch without being triggered or having to do something all the time, having to rush, work, fight, battle, whatever. I really like that aspect about soft girl era. I think we all go through a bit of a soft girl era, but then pick it back up, guys, okay? Don't stay there too long. Honestly, it's not a safe place to be for too long. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but the opposite side of, oh, I'm in my soft girl era, princess treatment, I'm looking for a man and finance, and all that bullshit, here's what's going on.
What you mean you're not having kids?
I'm not having kids.
That's what you was born here to do.
No, I'm not.
Listen, man, women were made only for three things. They were made to obey men, to reproduce, and to take care of children. If you read the Bible, that's the only three things.
The Bible also said that you could fit 2 of every animal on earth on a boat, yet I don't see anyone trying to fit a zoo on a yacht.
More to a woman than making babies. I don't agree. There is nothing more to a woman.
Conservative politicians are like, we need to do something about women aborting perfectly healthy babies. And then suddenly they're talking about removing Plan B. And then suddenly they're talking about removing contraceptives in general. And they're talking about removing birth control. And it's like, wait a minute. Whoa. I thought we were just talking about like healthy late-term abortions. What about all of these instances where you're not allowing women who were raped to get abortions? That's crazy. That's insane. Like, what type of world do we live in where, like, if you're a cis woman and you're in one of these states, good luck.
Shut up, you fat bitch. Yeah, better than the kitchen, huh? Take your ass back to the motherfucking kitchen. I told you.
Women are only good for 3 things: cooking, cleaning, but and their sisters.
I don't want to take it to the extreme level, but The Handmaid's Tale is coming, and not exactly that exact society and structure, but something like that is on the way. That's a common theme I see in the entire world with all kinds of law changes to undermine women's power. Not just talking about America, but everywhere. If you continue to be stuck in your soft girl era, lazy girl era, energy, whatever bullshit, waiting for everybody else to take the lead while you're just chilling and sipping iced latte, which I don't know why you need that caffeine for if you're just being soft anyway. But if you continue down this path, who's gonna stand up for you? Who's gonna stand up for us? Who's gonna stand up for our rights? Who's gonna stand up for your daughters, your nieces, whatever, the next generation of women? Who's gonna stand up for them? I'm so tired of so many women, powerful women. They don't even know how strong they are, but they find themselves influenced by these influencers pushing the soft girl era bullshit on them and making them numb. And I don't know, if you continue down this path, what are you gonna say in your deathbed when you realized you could have did that thing you wanted to do? You wanted to accomplish that thing you wanted to do. And when I say accomplish, I don't mean just career-wise. Money is not everything. Career is not everything. But I believe that we all have a calling, be it writing, storytelling, acting, making art, making videos, creating something, talking about a particular topic, being an activist about something, whatever it is, be it family, be it as creating a safe environment for your kids, for animals, for people, for children, for elderly, whatever it is. But if you sit around in your soft girl era forever, who's gonna make that happen? Yeah, so I hope this was inspiring. I hope this was hopeful and motivating. I want everyone to work on their goals because I know how it feels to not work on your goals. I became an engineer before I became a writer because I wanted everyone else around me to be happy rather than myself. And finally, when I started to chase those dreams of becoming a screenwriter, becoming a writer, telling my stories, doing something about all the story ideas that come into my head like every single day, all the time, when I'm finally doing this, I feel fulfilled. And I want everyone else to feel fulfilled. But seeing the soft girl era TikToks and like being lost in these product craze, I wanted to make this video so I can wake some people up just like I woke up. So I do hope at the end of this video you learned something. If you did, please subscribe, like this video, comment something nice because that would really, really help me. Thank you so much and see you next time.